AFC side, you had Josh Allen, 26 of 31 for 296 yards and 3 touchdowns. And then he added 4 carries for 26 yards and a rushing touchdown. And then you had Pratt, Will linebacker, with 13 tackles and 1 sack for the Colts for the AFC Defensive Player of the Week. So now we're going to go ahead. We're not going to negotiate just yet or do the scouting players. We will do that probably in the next episode. We're probably going to go through at least the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Lions game in this episode. We might get to the Packers. We'll kind of see how I'm feeling by the time we get there. If not, we will do the Packers and then the entire offseason in the following episode. But we'll kind of just see how we feel when we get to that point. So as of right now, we're going to go ahead and jump into weekly strategy for this week. And obviously, we know the Cowboys. They're balanced. They've got a solid running game with Javonte Williams. And with CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens, they've got quite a receiving core that they can do things with. So we're going to do things a little differently, I think, this week. So I think what we're going to do for offense, let's go ahead and do Field General to help out JJ. We're going to do Riot Shield with Field Gen. And then defense, aerial suppression, passing paranoia. We're going to do bookend busters for the last one. So that's what we're going to run with for staff abilities for this week for play sheets. So I'm going to stay with West Coast and then the 3-4. And then for trainer abilities, let's prevent injury chances in practices. I think that's a good one. All right, so that's going to be our strategy for this week. As far as this, we're going to keep got Williams to his back. He's going to fake the handoff to Williams. Cashman was running, almost got to him. He's going to get it off for a short completion. Van Ginkel on the tackle there, and it's going to be a gain of 5 on the pass. And the Cowboys are going to come out in I formation this time, and they are going to look like they're going heavy on the left. They're going to hand it off to Williams, who's got a seam through the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 15 yards. Great first run by Javonte Williams. We're going to need to be able to stop him this game. We cannot allow him to just run all over us like we've been allowing teams to do lately. And we're looking at another 1st and 10 for these Cowboys, an I formation. Take the handoff this time. Play action. He's got a pass across the middle, and it's going to be complete. And that's going to be a long completion for Dak Prescott to George Pickens. And that's going to get the Cowboys all the way down to the 30-yard line for a new 1st and 10. Moving right down the field on this first drive of the game. And we got another completion across the middle, and he's going to head the first would-be tackler. And that's going to be the second catch for George Pickens of the game, and he's already approaching 40 yards receiving just on this one series, and it's 1st and 10 now at the 13. Prescott's going to be in shotgun. He takes a snap, quick shootout pass to Williams, and he's going to be brought down by a combination of Murphy Jr. and Cashman on the play, and that's going to be a loss of 2, which would now bring up a 2nd and 12. And that's what this Vikings defense needs to do the rest of the season is we need to see them make some plays behind the line of scrimmage, short stops, and really show that, who's going to want to be on this team next year, because we may be making some major changes next year, especially with some restructurations we have to do for salary cap and everything like that. And that's going to be a Dallas touchdown, but I have a feeling that's coming back for a hold or a block in the back penalty here, so we'll see in just a moment what happens here. Yeah, with a 2-11 record right now, changes are coming. It's going to be an illegal block in the back. Who's that going to be on? It's going to be on tight end Jake Ferguson. So that's going to take the touchdown back, and it's going to move them back to the 12. Somehow they gained 2 yards off of that penalty, and it's now 3rd and 9 at the 12. So hopefully the Vikings stop this play and force a field goal attempt here. But they only sent 4. They got a wide open receiver, and it's going to be a 1st down. We stop him from getting the end zone. That's Tolbert there on the reception, but it's going to be 1st and goal now at the 1-yard line. Now you've got Dak under center. Got Williams in the backfield again. Going to send a tight end in motion. Dak takes the snap, hands it off to Williams, who stopped at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be a no gain on that run. Now 2nd and goal. And Dak's under center once again. He takes a snap, looking to pass this time. A quick pass out, and a wide open Dallas Cowboys sitting on the right side of the field. No one even around. And that's Luke Schoonmaker with his first touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys will lead 7-0 after the PAT. All right, so we're going to pick up here after the Vikings were forced on a punt. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. Dak under center and I formation. He's going to get out to his fullback. And it's going to be a gain of about 6 on a play. 2nd and 4 now at the 38-yard line. So Dak's going to be under center again with Javonte Williams in the backfield. Hands it off to Williams, who's going to get a gain of about 8 on the play down to the 44-yard line. That's 22 yards and 3 rushes for Williams now. And we're having some difficulty stopping the run once again in this game. And hopefully we can get that fixed shortly. But Dak's going to be in shotgun this time. It's going to be another handoff to Williams, who's going to get met at the line of scrimmage this time by Isaiah Rodgers. Great stop for no gain. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 44. And now Dak's going to be under center. He's going trips on the right. He's got to fake the handoff to Williams. He's got to get it out to his tight end, it looks like, who breaks the first tackle of Rodgers. And then gets leveled. And that's going to be a gain of about 9.5 because they're going to say 3rd and inches. It's going to be a QB sneak by Dak, who does not get it. And the Vikings stop the 3rd down QB sneak by Dak Prescott. And let's see what that's going to force the Cowboys to do. And the Cowboys are going to go for it. So here we go, 4th and inches. So probably another sneak incoming. No, it's not. They're going to drop the pass. It's going to be hit, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Cowboys. So now Cowboys with their fresh set of downs. Got to fake the handoff. Dak looking. He's going to toss it over to Williams on the side. And it's going to be a gain of 5 on the play. So it'll now be 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line. Dak's calling out a change at the line of scrimmage here. And shotgun takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Williams. Dak's looking. He gets the ball away. He's throwing deep. And the pass is going to be caught for a Cowboys touchdown. And that's none other than CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys' 2nd touchdown of the game to take a 14-0 lead over our Vikings. We're going to pick up here. Cowboys get it after after the Vikings go 4 and out on the last one. They went for it on 4th down and failed to convert. So now it's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Cowboys here at the 38-yard line. Dak's going to fake the handoff, and he's got nothing but green in front of him. He's going to slide down after quite a gain. And it'll be 1st and 10 now at the 32-yard line. Going to come out in single back formation. Dak's in a kind of a pistol set there. Going to hand it off to Williams, who's going to be met immediately. A loss of 2 on the play. And then now be 2nd and 12. And Dak's going to be in shotgun. Got Williams to his left. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's got a receiver, and that's going to be caught across the middle. And that's going to be another Cowboys 1st down. All right, so we pick back up here at the beginning of the 2nd quarter now. It's 1st and 10 at the 18 for Dallas. Dak hands it off to Williams, who's going to get forward for a loss of 1. So it's now going to be 2nd and 11. And let's see if our Vikings defense can finally get a stop. Dak's under center, offset I formation. Hand is off to Williams again, who's going to run up the middle for almost the 1st down. It's going to be a gain of about 9 on the play, so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Dak's in shotgun, takes a snap. He's looking, he's got time. He has an open receiver for a 1st down, and he's going to fall just short. It'll be a 1st and goal now at the 1 for Ferguson. So I'm expecting a QB sneak or run up the middle here. They're going heavy on the left. They're going to send a man in motion. They're going to do a jet sweep, and it's going to go nowhere. A loss of 2 on the play. Great job there by Grenard to sniff that out. So we're looking at a 2nd and goal now. And that's going to be a false start on the offense, most likely. Nope, they're just going to call it on the defense. It looked like the offense moved first, but apparently it was caused by Jalen Redmond, who's been having a pretty good season, both in real life and in Madden. So I can't follow him too much, but it's now 2nd and goal from the 1. So Dak takes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Williams. He's going to get tackled by Cashman for a loss. They're going to say no gain on the play. They're going to say he's down at the 1, but looked like he lost about a yard on that. But regardless, here we go. 3rd and goal. Just need to stop here. And the Vikings are not going to get it, and Williams runs in untouched for another Cowboys touchdown. All right, so after yet another Vikings punt, they've punted on every series so far except one where they turned over on downs. It's the Cowboys 21-0, and Dak and the Cowboys are in great field position, already down to a 2nd and 1 at the 37, already in field goal range. And we just cannot stop them at all defensively. And as another wide open pass, and Metellus on the stop there. But that's going to give them another set of downs. 1st and 10 now at the 24. And this game is just getting completely out of hand. Dak's looking to pass again. He's getting it out to Williams, who's going to be stopped for a loss of 1 on the play. Finally, a great play there. That one by Tavier Thomas. That'll be 2nd and 11 now at the 24. Dak takes the snap and shotgun, gets it out to Williams again real quick on the side. And Williams has room, has a good block there, is able to get a 1st down. That's a gain of about 12. And it's going to be 1st and 10 again for the Cowboys at the 11-yard line. They're already up 21-0 with 6:46 here to go in the 2nd, and they're knocking on the door, and there's another Cowboys touchdown. That will take the score to 28-0 here in the 2nd quarter. All right, so now we're going to pick up here. 2:23 to go here in this first half. 1st and 10 Cowboys again after forcing yet another Vikings punt. Dak's got a man across the middle, and that's going to be a long completion again. And it's another 1st down for CeeDee Lamb. And it's now 1st and 10 down at the 42-yard line. And this Cowboys offense has just been cooking all game. All right, so Dak's in shotgun this time. Trip set to his left. Looking, he's got time. Quick pass out. That's going to be a gain of about 7 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 3 now at the 35-yard line. Dak takes the snap. He's got time. He gets it, and it's going to be caught, but that will also be short. It's now a 3rd and 1. And Dak's just calling out some audibles, I'm guessing, at the line. He takes a snap, clean pocket, and a wide open receiver again. And that's Ferguson once again for another Cowboys 1st down. It's now 1st and goal at the 7. Dak under center, Williams in the backfield. Dak's going to air it up, and it's going to be broken up. Great job by Murphy there on the play. It's now 2nd and goal. High formation. Dak's going to hand it off to Williams, who's going to run up the middle. He's going to get stopped, and then Hitman Smith levels him down at the 2-yard line. And Cowboys going to take a timeout. And now here we go with 42 seconds to go. Dallas still has 2 timeouts. 3rd and goal at the 2. Dak takes a snap. He's looking quick pass, and it's going to be another Cowboys touchdown. So we're going to pick back up here after another Cowboys touchdown. It's 55-3. 1st and 10, 2:03 to go, or 2:08 to go here in this 3rd quarter. And it's a gain of 5 on the play. It's now 2nd and 5 from the 31. And this offense is just imploded completely. We're barely getting even a 1st down in this game. We finally got one there. That one to Jefferson. And God, he probably felt that hit. And we're just, like I said, we can't stop them to save our lives. Our special teams is a lot of kickoff return. We've allowed all these touchdowns. And our offense just can't move the ball. So, I don't know. Now we're probably going to be able to move the ball for the rest of this game and get a few points just to make the score look better. But this game has been a complete demolishment. And that rather sums it up. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9 now from the 42. 38 seconds to go here in the 3rd. McCarthy's in shotgun, takes snap, hands it off to Jones, and he's going to go down for no gain. So we're going to run back-to-back plays when we're down by 52 points. Like, just throw the ball, get down the field. I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? And McCarthy's going to scramble. He's going to get a 1st down and more. He's going to dive down at the 21-yard line. And we're finally almost in the red zone. I can't believe it. We're almost in the red zone. And here we are now. We're starting the 4th quarter at the 21-yard line. Attempting to make a huge comeback somehow. That's going to be Jones, and that's going to be a 14-yard run. And suddenly, out of nowhere, in the 4th quarter, end of 3rd, beginning of 4th, we're finally getting some movement on offense. And we're going to possibly score our 1st touchdown of the game. Jones is going to go for a gain of 3 on that one. It's 2nd and goal. And, yeah, just, I mean, I don't know what else to say for this game. This has been just terrible in all aspects. Sweep out to Naylor, who's going to get a gain of a couple. It's going to be now 3rd and goal from the 4. And let's see if we can finally punch it into the end zone. So 3rd and goal at the 4, 10:49 to go in the game, down by 52. McCarthy under center, takes a snap, quick pass out, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Vikings. Jordan Addison finally puts the Vikings on the board as far as touchdowns are concerned, and it will now be 55-10. And we're going to pick back up here again with 8:36 to go here in the 4th quarter after forcing Dallas to punt for the first time this game. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 15. McCarthy has time. Quick throw to Scott, who's going to fumble, and it's going to be picked up by Justin Jefferson, and he's going to have nothing but space, and he's finally going to be run down at the 28-yard line. But my goodness, now suddenly we're having things go in our favor? Like, seriously, it's 55-10, and now we have something like this happen? McCarthy's going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to run right up the middle for a gain of 18 yards. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 10. All right, so McCarthy's going to be in shotgun this time. He's got Mason to his right. McCarthy looks. He gets the pass quick out. That's going to go to Justin Jefferson for a gain of a 7 on the play. It's now 2nd and goal from the 3. And now suddenly, and then there's a flag defensively, encroachment on the defense, or offsides on the defense. And it's going to be 2nd and goal on the 1-yard line. And now suddenly we very well may score 14 points in the second half. That was Ham on the attempt. It's actually going to be a loss of 1 on the play, so it's 3rd and goal now from the 2. Maybe I'm speaking too early. We'll see. McCarthy takes a snap. Quick toss out to Mason. And he makes a move, and Mason's in for another Vikings touchdown. And it will be now. So I will see you in the game for Week 16 against the New York Giants. And here we go at halftime. It's Giants 12, Vikings 6, and it's been a game of all field goals so far. So defenses on both sides are doing pretty good. We're going to pick it up here, and the Giants are going to have a 55-yard touchdown throw. All right, so it's 19-9. So we're going to take over here, fourth quarter, 11:31 to go in the game. The Giants up 19-9. Dart's going to get it away as he gets hit, and that's going to go to Scadabo, who's not going to get to the first down. It's going to be 4th and 2, and that's going to be a 4th down attempt here. 4th and 2, Giants are going for it, up by 10. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin here, apparently. Dart takes a snap, hands it off to Scadabo, who's going to get a first down for the Giants. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 31. Dart takes that, hands off to Scadabo, who's got another open hole. He's met. He finally gets tackled and goes down around the 26, so it'll now be 2nd and 5 for the Giants. So Dart's in shotgun. Scadabo to his right. Scadabo gets it, fakes it to Scadabo, and it's going to be off to the races, and Neighbors will be in for a Giants touchdown. And it's now going to be 4th and 7. actually 91 medium, 91 short, 82 awareness, 95 throw on the run, 85 play action, 99 under pressure, and 80 break sacks. So he's starting to really line out. He's now rated at the number 16th quarterback in the league based on overall rating. Put him in the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Still got 95 toughness, 91 stamina, 90 injury. So he's shaping up to be a pretty decent quarterback. So we just need to get And McCarthy's going to come out in a split set here with two halfbacks, one on each side. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake the handoff to Mason. He's going to air it out, and he's going to have a connection, and Addison drops it. Addison had it on his hands for another first down and drops it. So it'll be a 2nd and 10 now at the 48-yard line. And the same thing's plaguing McCarthy in this game, just as in real life, is a lot of drops from receivers that should be catching the ball. How about that one is not dropped? That's a completed first down pass to Jalen Naylor once again. And Speedy's coming through like he's been doing all year for us. And it's now 1st and 10 at the 41. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter. It's going to fake the handoff to Mason, and it'll be a pass to TJ Hawkinson for a gain of 5. And at the end of 1, it's tied 3-3. Now here on the beginning side of the second quarter, we're going to have McCarthy under center, Mason in the backfield. Got to fake the handoff to Mason. McCarthy's going to throw it, and he's got a connection to Justin Jefferson, and that's going to be a gain of about 17, it looked like. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 19-yard line, and it's the first red zone trip of the game for either team. Going to send Hawkinson in motion. We're going to hand it off to Mason, who has a huge hole up the middle. He's able to hit it with some agility and stride, and that's going to be a gain of 8 yards by Mason. And it'll be 2nd and 2 now at the 12-yard line. McCarthy's going to be under center again. Got Mason in the backfield. You're going strong, heavy on the right side. Got a motion ham from right to left. McCarthy's going to look to pass. He's got plenty of time. He throws it on the run, and it's dropped. Jefferson had it. And just like last week in real life, Jefferson dropped a wide-open touchdown pass, and it will now be a 3rd and 2. That's something that we have to have Jefferson grab. We cannot have him drop that wide open. But we'll get a first down to TJ Hawkinson, and that's going to bring us to a 1st and goal down at the 4-yard line. And this spread offense is looking pretty decent against this Detroit defense here. So we're going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to break on through and push his way through. And that's a Vikings touchdown. And we now have a 10-3 Vikings lead. 3rd and 6 now at the 44. Goff's under center once again. He got a trip side, down at the left side. He's got a motion a man out. Goff's looking. He's trying to scramble. And he's got a fumble. And it's going to be picked up by the Vikings, and that's Ivan Pace on a fumble recovery. And the Vikings have the ball in great field position. Great job by the defense there. And this defense and offense are suddenly humming this game. I don't know if it's just because the offensive scheme and playbook switch or what, but you had, who was that, Jonathan Grenard in there, calls the fumble along with, was that Van Ginkel that was, no, that was Wilson that was in there with him. And then Pace picked up the fumble, and now here comes the Vikings offense for the potential to take a 2-score lead. 1st and 10 at the 44, 8:28 to go in his first half. McCarthy takes a snap. He gets it over to, who is that, Naylor for a completion. That's 4 yards on a play. 2nd and 6 now at the 39. McCarthy's in shotgun, takes a snap. Quick pass there, and that's Justin Jefferson who makes the first tackle and miss, and that's going to be another Vikings first down. And that's Anzalone there on the tackle, and he's a little upset, it looked like. 1st and 10 now at the 32-yard line. Clock's ticking down. We're at 7:40 and change. McCarthy, great pocket. Gets the pass off. Got wide open Addison there for a quick shot for a gain of 5. And now be 2nd and 5. McCarthy's going to be in shotgun again with Mason to his right. Hands it off to Mason, who tries to get to the edge but doesn't get far. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. It'll now be 3rd and 5 at the 27. Easily field goal range for Will Reichert, so we'll still be able to at least make it a 2-score game, the field goal, but I'd like to see a touchdown. McCarthy gets the pass off. It's caught, but it will be just short. I think that's Addison on the catch. Yeah, it is, and he couldn't lean over enough, and it will bring up a 4th and 1 and a Vikings field goal. So this one from the left hash, it'll be a 40-yard attempt. The snap, Reichert's kick, it's up, and the kick is good, and the Vikings have a 13-3 lead over the Lions here at US Bank Stadium. And at halftime is Vikings 13, Lions 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at our halftime report here. We're going to see what's going on around the league for our games this week. Let's see who the first one's going to be. It's going to be the 7-8 Dallas Cowboys against the 3-12 Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels throws as he hits. He's got a receiver there, and he's got what a stiff arm there. Nice spin move, and he's got to be in for a touchdown, and the Commanders beat the Cowboys 27-13. See what the next game's going to bring us. So we're just going to see the playoff picture. See the Seahawks, Lions, Eagles, and Falcons are leading their divisions right now with the Packers, Rams, and Niners in the wild cards. And let's go ahead and return it back to the game. All right, so we're going to pick up here in the third quarter. Vikings had the ball first, and they end up getting a field goal. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions, down 16-3. It's the first drive of this second half for them, and that's going to be a 2-yard gain by Jahmyr Gibbs. 2nd and 8 now at the 27. It's going to be a double halfback set there. Goff in shotgun, takes a snap. Good protection. He's able to get the pass off, and that's going to be Laporta for a gain of about 3. It'll be 3rd and 5 now. They have got 1 third down conversion so far this game. They have not been very successful on third downs. Goff takes a snap. He's got a good pocket, and that's going to be a first down for the Lions up at the 34-yard line. You've got 1st and 10, 8:02 to go. Goff's going to go under center on this one. Going to be a handoff to Gibbs, who sheds the first would-be tackler. It looked like that was Jonathan Allen on the original tackle that he shed. And that's going to be a 2-yard loss on a play. So 2nd and 12 now at the 32-yard line. Goff's going to be in shotgun with Gibbs to his left. And Jalen Redmond just almost nailed him for a sack, but he was able to get the ball off, and that's going to turn into a Lions first down up at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 now, and the Lions are starting to move the ball here in the second half. We have faked the handoff to Gibbs. He's going to shoot over to Laporta, and that's going to be a gain of about 7 on the pass. So it'll be now 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line. They are now past midfield. In shotgun, Goff takes a snap. We're sending 4. He gets it to his receiver, and it's going to be complete for just short of a first down. They're going to call it 3rd and inches. So I foresee a quarterback sneak coming here. It does, and he is able to get it. That's a first down for the Lions. So now 1st and 10 at the 43. Goff's going to go under center this time. Gibbs in the backfield. Takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He's got time. And he's just going to throw, and it's going to get knocked away by the helmet of his own player, it looked like. So 2nd and 10. Goff in shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Gibbs. This time he throws it over. And that's Jamison Williams on the catch. That's going to be a gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd and 4 now at the 37-yard line. And this would be a great opportune spot for the Vikings to maybe get a stop here, which they don't. That's another Lions first down. But there's an injury to Jahmyr Gibbs on the play. Jahmyr hurt his wrist. So that is a huge threat that may be coming out of the game, but he's going to the locker room. So here we go now. Bad, unfortunate news for the Lions, but it's 1st and 10 now for them at the 30. 5:28 to go here in this third quarter. Goff in shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off, and that's going to be a gain of 1. So it'll now be 2nd and 9. Vikings got 5 on the line. Now they're bringing a 6th up there. They're going to send 4. Goff is there. He gets the pass off, and it's going to be knocked away by Isaiah Rodgers, but there's going to be a flag. And there's going to be a holding call on the offense. So it's going to turn that 2nd and 9 into a 2nd and 19. And now they'll be at the 39-yard line. They're going to call an audible at the line. Goff, plenty of time, gets the pass off, and it's going to be complete, but he'll be down as soon as he catches it. It's going to be about a gain of 5 on the play. So it'll be 3rd and 14 now from the 35. And the Lions have been pretty good on these short dink and dunks, 5 to 10-yard range. And there's another one, this one to J-Mo, and he's going to get a first down. That's a gain of about 17 on that one. And they'll be down to the 17. So the Lions looking to try to bring this back to a one-score game here with a touchdown if they're able to get one. Goff's under center. He hands it off, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him 1 for forward progress. But it'll be 2nd and 9 now at the 16. Goff's calling out a blitzer, which it was accurate. You've got 4 coming. He's got a good pocket, but it's not good enough. And that's going to be Javon Hargrave for a sack. That's the Vikings' 5th sack of the game. It's now 3rd and 15. And Goff's going to go back into shotgun to give himself a little bit more time because all of the sacks have come with him under center. So he's looking out. He's got the time. He gets it off, and that's J-Mo for another one. It's going to be a 14-yard grab, and that's going to bring up a 4th and 1 with the stop by Akuda. And the Lions are going to go for it. 4th and 1 at the 8. Goff's going to be in shotgun. I'm guessing that's Montgomery to his right. He gets the pass off. It's going to be a first down to Laporta. And that's 200 yards on the day now for Jared Goff. And it's 1st and goal now at the 6. Goff takes a snap from under center, fakes the handoff. He's going to get out to Laporta, who is going to get in for a Lions touchdown. So we're going to pick back up here with 2:14 left to go in the third. The Lions scored on their last possession. It's now 16-10 Vikings. And they're going to hand this one off to Mason, who has a huge hole, and that's going to be a 10, 15. He's going to make the corner. That's 30. He's going to push that defender out of bounds, and he's finally going to get tackled down. What a run by Mason there. Really showing some of his power in that run, some agility and power. And that's going to be all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that's got to add to his yards per carry right there. And it's 1st and 10 now at the 40. And just like that, the field position's flipped. And we're almost in field goal range after one play. This one's going to go to Aaron Jones, who's going to try to run up the middle. He's going to get a gain of 5 up to the 36-yard line. And I'm really liking his rushing attack with Mason coming in at number 1. I like Aaron Jones. I like his ability in the passing realm and everything. But he is older, so he's not going to be the future. And Mason has another opening, and that's going to be a first down. That's a gain of 6 on a play by Mason, and it's now 1st and 10 at the 30. And this Vikings offense is rolling in this new scheme and playbook set up that we have. That's going to be a gain of nothing for Mason on that run, though. It'll be 2nd and 10 now at the 30. McCarthy's going to be under center. You got Ham and Oliver on the left-hand side. I'm going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to go up that side, and that's going to be a nice gain, a gain of 7 on that run. And it'll now be 2nd and 3, and that's 82 yards for Mason on the ground so far today. And this will likely be the last play of the third quarter. McCarthy gets a snap. He gets it out. That's going to be Jordan Addison wide open for another Vikings first down. And at the end of 3, it's Vikings 16, Lions 10. All right, so we're going to pick up here at the start of the fourth quarter now. 1st and 10 at the 17. McCarthy's going to be in shotgun. He's going to send Hawkinson in motion. Got Mason to his left. He's calling out a blitzer. That's a great pancake there by, who is that, McMahon on the play. And that's going to pass is going to result in a gain of 8. So it'll now be 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line. McCarthy's going to be under center with Mason in the backfield. You got Ham and Oliver to the right. He's going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to force his way forward, and they're not going to give him forward progress on that one. It looks like it'll be 3rd and inches. So they're going to come out in a heavy set I formation play here. And McCarthy's just going to sneak it across, and that's going to be a first down for the Vikings. Now we're at 1st and goal now at the 6. The Vikings are already up by 6 at 16-10. There's going to be a flag on the play. He gets the pass. It was intended for Jalen Naylor, who had it in his hands, but he dropped it. And it's now, with that penalty, it's going to be a offsides on the defense, so that was a free play anyway. So now it's 1st and goal at the 3. McCarthy takes snap, fakes the handoff to Mason. He's got Oliver, and that's going to be a Vikings touchdown. And the Vikings go up 23-10. I lied. They're going to go for 2 points. It's currently 22-10. They're going to hand it off to Mason, who's going to make a move, and he's in for a successful 2-point conversion. And it's now 24-10, Vikings over Lions. But that's okay. They're going to go for a field goal. So this would be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and this will put the game out of reach for the Lions, and it's going to be as time expires. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Vikings will beat the Lions 27-16. That would drop the Lions down to 12-4 for the season, and that will be our 3rd win of the season, and probably the best game I have seen yet in this franchise. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, but that was one heck of a game to watch. Let me know what you think about the switch to the West Coast spread with the new playbook of the Bengals, and let me know what you guys think about that. And I'd say our play game is probably going to be Jordan Mason. He was running his behind off. So we're going to have a couple upgrades for that game. You're going to have an upgrade for Jordan Addison. We're going to hit his playmaker. It's got to jump him from an 86 to an 88 overall, but the attributes that matter, let's see, we got +6 on release, which is phenomenal, +3 on catching, +2 on short route, and then +1 on specialty catch, juke move, deep route, catch in traffic, break tackle, and ball carrier vision. What a set of upgrades on that one. Will Reichert, the kicker, we're going to go ahead and boot that accuracy up even more, even though he's pretty perfect as it is, and even in real life he's only missed 2, and there's some theories out there. There were some camera wires involved, but we're not going to get into that. And the last one is going to be for our Mike linebacker, Austin Keys. We're going to upgrade his pass coverage. I'll get him up to a 65 overall, and that's going to give him +3 awareness and +1 zone coverage. So those are some good upgrades for us there. And that's going to set us to Week 18, our final week of this season, which will be against the Green Bay Packers. And it would be on the next episode. We will go ahead and take on the Packers at home at US Bank Stadium for the final game of the season. See if we can get our 4th win of the season to finish it out with 2 wins back-to-back against division rivals. Then we're going to go ahead and sim through the playoffs. We'll check all the stats. We'll see who wins the Super Bowl. And then we'll go ahead and we'll go through all the scouting and everything in the next episode as well, and do the entire offseason all in the next episode. So that'll be it for today's episode. Like I said, make sure you guys let me know in the comments what you think about that switch to the West Coast spread scheme with the Bengals playbook. Let me know what you thought about switching